Chicago Sky have lost all three games to start their season. They lost 91-78 to the LA Sparks. Angel Reese had 13 points. She was 5 for 11. She was 0 for 1 from the three. She had 12 rebounds and 4 assists. This was definitely Angel Reese's best game of the season so far. But Angel Reese has proven that in the WNBA, she's proven that she shouldn't be in the starting lineup. She's not a star, and she should not be compared to Caitlin Clark whatsoever at a professional level. Obviously, she won the championship in college, but since then, since she's moved up to that professional level, Angel Reese has shown no improvement in her game. You know, it's obvious that in the offseason, she's not working to become a better basketball player. She doesn't know how to properly make a layup. She has poor basketball IQ. She's not a good shooter. She's not a good three-point shooter. And she can't even score when she's right next to the basket. I seen a play, guys, where Angel Reese was right next to the basket, wide open, and instead of just going straight up and scoring the ball, because she's right next to the rim where she could just go up and score it. And instead of just going straight up, she bounces the ball before she goes up to score, giving the defender on the other team time to contest her shot. I seen another play where Angel Reese is right next to the rim, and she has 3 or 4 defenders right next to her, and she keeps going up to try to score the ball. She missed like 6 times in a row. She did get the rebound, but instead of passing the ball to one of her teammates, she just keeps going up and missing 6 times in a row to the point where her teammates are yelling at her to pass the damn ball. It's obvious to me, guys, that Angel Reese is more focused on getting attention from social media than becoming a good basketball player. She has her podcast where she's constantly doing interviews with celebrities and stuff like that. And she's always posting on Instagram, posting very provocative pictures, looking pretty. And listen, I do think Angel Reese is a beautiful woman. Some people think she looks like Sid from Ice Age. She does have some very unique looking eyes, right? But I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I do think Angel Reese is a beautiful woman. Like, I still remember when she went to that game. I think she went to a college, a preseason game to watch Bronny James. And she was there with Jaylen Brown and Jaylen Brown's girlfriend. And I think Angel Reese looked very beautiful. You know, she had her natural hair, you know what I'm saying? She looked good, right? But at the end of the day, if you're putting more energy into dressing up and looking good on Instagram and TikTok, and, you know, if you're putting more energy into that than to playing basketball, then Angel Reese just needs to retire from basketball and just become a model. She could become a model. She could become an actor. But, you know, it's clear as day that she ain't 100% locked in on playing basketball, bro. You know, this is your second year in the WNBA, and each year you should be showing progress. Caitlin Clark, you know, she's showing progress year after year. She, you know, you don't see her looking for all this attention on social media. She comes to the games dressed classy before the game starts. And when the game starts, she's competing at the highest level. Even if Caitlin Clark's team is losing games, even if the Fever, they're losing games, they're still competing. You know, Caitlin Clark is still doing everything in her power to help her team win. You know, if they lose, most of the time they're losing a close game, a game that's not a blowout. You look at all 3 of these losses with the Chicago Sky, the team that Angel Reese is on, all these games have been blowouts. All of these games haven't been competitive. You know, not one of these 3 games has Angel Reese had a good game to where she at least, you know, helped her team try to win the game. You know, their team's getting blowed out. So we got to just have an honest conversation, man. Angel Reese should be coming off the bench. Angel Reese should not be considered a star in the WNBA. Yes, she was a star in college. Yes, she won that ring in college. But she ain't no star at the professional level. And she needs to seriously work on her game. She needs to, you know, work with, you know, I think she needs to work with, you know, professional basketball players that can help her get better, that can help her, you know, shoot layups better, that can help her make smarter decisions on the court. You know, she needs some serious training, man. You know, I think she should hire like a retired player You know, whether it doesn't matter if it's a professional, you know, male basketball player or a woman player. It don't matter to me. Just have somebody help you work on your game, because she has looked awful this season so far. And I know she's coming off of an injury. But the mistakes that she's making are mistakes that just shouldn't happen at a professional level. So let me know what you guys think about this video. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.